2007 was the beginning of a new adventure because we changed car. We went with a C4 WRC. For me, this was the first time I was involved in the development of a car from scratch. I was the #1 team member, and so it was up to me to build up the car to its best potential with the engineers and the rest of the team. But it all rested on my shoulders a little. It was something new for me, and when Danielle and I went in the car for the first time, we said to each other that it was the end of the WRC titles for us, that we'd never manage it in that car. In terms of the handling, it was very different from the Xara. The Xara was more compact, more fast-paced. With the C4, we found ourselves positioned a lot further back in the car. The car seemed a lot heavier to drive, a lot less manageable. We had to work really hard to try to free it up and make it perform better. We never managed to turn it into a car like the Xara, but its long wheelbase, for example, gave it other advantages. The car wasn't very light, but it was very stable. The C4 was back when we'd just started to explore new technologies, ABS, anti-skid systems, lots of extras to help with performance. In the end, we realized that most of the work was, in fact, the driver. The driver makes all the difference. It's better to concentrate on the driving itself than these types of things. So Citroën returned to the WRC with the C4 in 2007. I rejoined the official team at that point. I'd missed 4 rallies because of my arm, and even at Monte Carlo I was still in a lot of pain with it. But we came in with a win, and this put everyone on the right track again. We started out in style, and it was another great season for us. I had 4 titles like Mäkinen and Cancunen, but it didn't change anything in the way I tackled the following races. I wasn't there to collect or count titles. At that time, I was driving because it was my passion, because I loved it. Obviously, I was motivated. I wanted to win. But breaking the record in terms of titles, that wasn't my priority. It didn't influence my way of doing things at all. The 2009 season was pretty busy and quite complicated. Red Bull, a partner back then, offered me a gift following my 2008 title win to go for a Formula 1 test run. I drove on the Barcelona circuit in an official session with other teams and drivers. On the day I drove, I got the 8th best time, and it got me thinking. In the end, Red Bull planned to put me in F1 at the end of the season, at the same time as my rallying. Seeing as the physical requirements for F1 are different, I started doing a lot of sport. I really tried to optimize that side of things. And also, this season hadn't gone as well as others. I'd come off the road. In the next rally, a mechanical failure forced me to give up the race. In the next rally, I got a puncture. The lead I had in the championship was lost all of a sudden, and we found ourselves in a difficult position. So, from that point, we decided, with the agreement of Red Bull, to focus on the rallies, not to mix everything up, to stop with all the sport and exercising and the F1 dreams. We met our main objective and won the title by 1 point. I don't know if all that had anything to do with it, but it felt like a very busy season that year. The 2010 Alsace Rally was one of my most memorable ever. I was back in my region for the first time. The last special was in Haguenau, where I was born. That year, I won the rally, which meant that not only did I get my title, but the manufacturer's title too. And it all happened in my hometown. The podium was in front of the town hall. All my friends and family were around me. It was incredibly emotional, and without a doubt one of my best memories, alongside Corsica, where I'd won the first title of my career.
Three, two, one, go. 90. Right 5 plus into left 6, 60. Right 5 long tightens. Left 5 into right. Caution. Right 4 plus and left 2 and right 2 plus. Right 6 and left 5 plus, right 4 minus into left 3 plus and right 5 100. Right 6 over crest and left 6 80. Right 5 plus 80. Right 6 over crest and left 5 opens 140. Right 6 80. Left 6 plus into right 6 and left 5 plus. And right 5 plus over crest and left 4 minus and right 4 minus 50. Right 6 minus and left 6 opens 6 40. Left 5 40. Left 6, 50, finish. Three, 2, 1, go. 60, right 6 tightens. Left 5 over bump, 50. Plus and right 6, 80. Left 6 long and right 6. Left 6 over bump, 140. Left 6 long, 60. Left 6 into right 6. Bump into long, left 4 plus, over bump. Left 6 and right 6, 50. Right 6, 50. Left 4 over jump, 150 over crest. Right 6 long, 100. Right 6 long, 100. Left 6 minus long, 60. Bump into left 6 long over bump, 60. Keep left over jump, 80. Bump into right 5 over jump and left 6 very long, 80. 5 tightens over bump and left 6. Finish. Right 3 very long. Left 6 100. Right 6 and left 3 tightens. Right 6 40. Left 6 and right. Caution, crest and right 4 170. Left 5 tightens 90. Left 6, finish.
In 2011, we started with the DS3. It was Citroën who, because of the development of the market and their marketing plans in general, decided to go with a more recent, more modern car. It corresponded with a change in the rules, the new 1600 engines and the banning of 2-litre engines. After a few days of driving, it was a real pleasure to drive the car compared with the C4. This car was a lot lighter and reacted better. We could throw it from left to right, exactly as we wanted, and we quickly understood that it was a lot more effective than the C4. In this range, out of the three, the DS3 is my favourite when it comes to handling and driving. We started out the season in the DS3. We hoped to make it work, to do what we'd done with the C4, that is, win the first season. The feeling we'd got on the test runs wasn't bad. We were motivated and positive for the season ahead. The changes in rules to reduce engine sizes to 1600 instead of 2 litres did nothing in terms of danger levels. We went just as fast as ever in the specials, and our times didn't change. We continued to improve our times in the specials, even with the 1600. The car performed just as well as the others. I think it was more a question of cubic capacity within the different championships, a question of budgets rather than safety. As a driver, nothing had changed. After the results I've had, after 9 titles, of course I'm satisfied. Especially because they were back-to-back wins and I never skipped a year. I'm happy and proud of what I've achieved. When I decided to retire from rallying, I'd been thinking about it for some time. It's not a decision you make from one day to the next. I knew that as my career went on, I couldn't continue to win consecutive titles. It would have to come to an end. Finally, an opportunity came up to go for the WTCC with Citroën. I soon understood that I wasn't someone who could sit around doing nothing. I wanted to be in the driving seat and not roadside managing a team. After a 10-year career as world champion, even though rally driving is about as unrepetitive as it gets, it still does become a little repetitive. There's the notion of danger and the question of, is there anything left for me to prove, which lead you to understanding when it's time. It was important for me that I was still young enough to be able to go and do something else. I wanted to stop, and I know that I was launching myself into something else I liked and which motivated me, WTCC. I'm in top shape. I can do this. I'm ready for it. It means I can get over rallying a little bit, because retiring from rallying without having anything to take its place is difficult.
Right 6, 170. Left 680, crest 150. Right 5 long tightens and left 6 plus over jump long 80. Right 6 plus 40, left 4 over jump 50, left 6 over crest into right 3 and left 5 tightens 3 60. Left 3 long opens and right 5 into left 4 plus over crest jump. Right 3, right 6, 40. Action 120. Right 6 long, tightens 60. Caution, right 3 plus at junction 80. Finish. Three, 2, 1, go. and right 6 long tight. Right 6 plus, 220. Caution, right 2 into left 3 long opens, 80. Right 6 long and left 6, 40. Right 4 plus, 60. Left 6 and right 3 and left 4 opens. Right 6, left 5 plus, 100. Right 6 plus, slowing into hairpin left, 110. Right 6 plus, very long, tightens, and left 5 plus, 40, finish. Three, two, one, go.